Hello everybody, welcome back to another video from me. It's your boy, your certified brother, Chris. You could also call me Sister Christina. I don't care. Topical Tuesday, we do Reddit things, we talk about top posts on the Reddit. You know the drill by this point, and if you don't know the drill, now you know the drill. Today, we're just going to kind of be talking about the LOAON follow-up stream that happened a few days ago at this point. Also, we can check out this cute little Makoko Gun Lancer. I mean, I wish I could draw like this. I'm looking for some fucking sick art of my soul fist, you know what I'm saying? But basically, LOAON follow-up stream, TLDR via Saint-One, if you will. We're just gonna kind of go through this, paraphrase a bit of this stuff because there's quite a bit here. And I'll just kind of talk about maybe my opinion on things and why I'm not like super doomer on the game, because I know a lot of people, it feels like this game is very polarizing to people. You either completely are in love with it or you completely hate it and you want everybody to quit playing it because you hate it so much. And I don't really understand that mindset personally. As somebody who has played WoW for a significant portion of my life, I've seen the game go from good state to not so good state. And I've played for a lot of that. And you know, sometimes if a game is going through a rough patch, you know, it's okay to say it's going through a rough patch. But if you like the game, you like the game, you know what I mean? You have to have some sort of grounding in what you're saying. You can't just be like, well, I don't like the game because of X, Y, and Z. And regardless of whatever the developers are trying to do in order to better the game, you should quit it. And yeah, just asinine to me. But that being said, let's shut the fuck up about that and actually talk about LOAON. So basically, Gold River's working more, being involved with planning stuff with the three leaders, quote unquote. Livestream was mainly to follow up on existing topics. They brought up gatekeeping culture, talked about cards. Gatekeeping is usually LOS 18 or higher, which is too difficult to achieve as a brand new player. Mentioned that they can't just give free LOS 18. Obviously they can't, partially because of how many people spent real money to get there, etc. Looking into alternatives to help alleviate this. Deep dive plan set are examples of this. This is good. I think the main thing, if they're concerned about cards specifically, do what they did with Balthor and Delane Armin. Add more of the cards to Wandering Merchants. I don't think anybody in their right mind would complain about that. Because Wandering Merchants, one, takes a very, very, very long time. But it being a source to obtain the cards would help significantly, just by it being able to generate, you know? And two, even if you wail for the cards and you had LOS 30 or whatever, if you have a functioning brain, I would say, you're not going to be upset about this. It doesn't marginalize the thing that you paid for, and it helps the whole reason that games stay alive, i.e. new players. If new players can see a pathway to get to places in a realistic time frame, it makes people want to play more, right? So that's kind of my opinion. I think they should add more of the legendary cards from these sets into the Wandering Merchant pool. Maybe not all at once, maybe slow release them, maybe add one more LOS card into the pool. I don't know. But I think what they did with Balthor and Delane Armin, very good, and I like that change. And keep in mind, this is stuff from Korea version. The quote-unquote gatekeeping from the Western version, from what I can see, is pretty much entirely based on item level. Like, I'm roster almost 290 with LOS 30, 5x3 on every character that I try to apply content on, and I'll get insta-denied still. And it's on characters that just have a lower item level. people don't look at anything other than item level 99% of the time. So this is the Korean version problem, but I still think adding another card to the Wandering Merchants definitely could help, especially in the future. They're cooking up something to alleviate card system as a whole. I mean, again, depending on what this is. He asked if 4x3 from engraving support system is sufficient. Obviously not. Player answer from chat is gatekeep that shit. Yeah, I mean, the 4x3 is better than literally nothing, but in order to do the endgame content that the things are getting boosted to, I mean, you might as well just give them temporary 5x3. Well, they're gonna have to buy accessories eventually. It's not like it's permanent, but I don't know. I can't complain about the 4x3 for free either, because it's just nice to use it on a power pass alt that you don't really care about. But in order to do the content, yeah, probably not. Had a random thought that card support within the Express might be good as new player temporary measure. I don't know. Next topic, daily content fatigue burnout. For Chaos Dungeons, don't think simply making it once a day is the right long-term solution. Yeah, I agree. That's not a solution at all. They acknowledge daily homework is important to address. Their efforts are being put towards developing in-game content. Yep. This is the thing that KR community was most vocal about. Yep. They want to be careful about short-term bandages since they could have long-term effects repercussions later. Yep. I.e. making like Chaos Dungeons double in loot and then once a day, and then them coming up with an actual solution, and then them changing what people are already used to, and then people getting upset. But it was never meant to be that way in the first place. It's just people bitch so much they got used to it, etc, etc. You get the idea. So I agree with this 100%. Actively testing current bandage solution for improving Chaos Dungeons, things like aggro range and similar to make it less annoying. I think that would be fine. I don't see why the leash range isn't map wide already. It doesn't really add anything to have to walk around the map to leash mobs. Intending to improve the rewards from Chaos Dungeons further, e.g. potentially cards. I mean, more rewards is never a bad thing. I'm all about it. Reiterating, the goal right now is to make Chaos Dungeons less fatiguing, speed it up, and increase the rewards. I mean, I enjoy Chaos Dungeons. I know I'm apparently one of the weird ones, but again, I'm not going to complain about that. I like speed and I like rewards. Asked if gold red portals are okay. I think they're okay, especially red portals. Red portals are like a fucking slot machine jackpot. Gold portals can feel a little disappointing, but you start to realize that the frequency of it kind of makes up for a good amount of gold relative to other content in the game. Chat is saying the rewards from those rooms aren't exciting amount. Gold amount is too low. Gold River shared the gold from those rooms account for 3% of all gold generated in the game. Yeah, see, this does not surprise me. Like, if you actually break down... Well, I guess maybe it's different from me because I run Chaos on quite a few characters. But I'll see a couple gold rooms a day. It's a lot of gold in the end, especially per week. I don't know. He's saying it's a lot, and Shadow surprises us high as well. Yeah, it's not bad. It just looks bad. Thinking of lowering the frequency of red gold portals but increasing the amount they earn. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be... You know, that's fine. I don't care if people like it that way, sure. They'll try to implement improvements to Chaos Dungeon by August 2nd. Again, this is for Korea, not us, so don't expect it on August 2nd. Next topic, Guardian Raids. Guardian Raids, It's a place to play your class outside of raids, but I don't particularly care for Guardian Raids. I think daily things should be... You should be able to just queue up for them in matchmaking and be able to do them. You shouldn't have to think. You shouldn't have to party finder shit that's supposed to be daily content. And I'm not sure how I feel about them making it some, like, weekly, 3 times a week or some shit. But as we can see here, Gold River wants to make it, content less tiring, increase the reward, mentioned even though it's obvious what the problems in the game are, finding a good long-term solution is still challenging. What is 100% confirmed is he's moving daily Guardian Raids from that, and they're gonna do it some way you have to do it not as often. But again, I don't know. We'll see. This is still cooking, of course. This will also be more concrete by August 2nd, same as Chaos Dungeon. Well, we'll see. So, soon TM. Regarding player fatigue and burnout, main concern is weekly raid content repetition. Yeah, I agree. This is the main thing that kind of burns people out, and where I get burnt out. It's just tiring having to form so many parties for raids every single week if I want to get them done. It's so much effort every single week. It's not like other games where older content becomes irrelevant and you can stop running it. You need the gold, and you can only get gold from a certain amount of sources every week. So if you're leaving that source on the table and your goals revolve around anything gold related, you kinda feel like you have to do them. It's not like I can just go out and farm boars and skin boars and then sell the boar leather on the auction house to make the gold if I chose not to do the raids. It's either I do the raids or I don't, and I lose out on the gold. I can't do anything else to make up for that gold. Because this is theoretically talking because I'm doing my Chaos and Guardians already. But you get the idea, hopefully. I don't know. YouTube chat how they felt about most recent raid in Voldyke. Chat said it was mostly fine. Gate 2 can be shit. Entropy is annoying. Entropy is... yeah, entropy is entropy. Just nuke it out of existence. They will try to address the issue of entropy in some way, shape, or form. It's an important issue to players. Making entropy high risk, high return can cause issues. But they're thinking about this because the game is gradually getting harder. Yeah, I don't know. Number of gates and raids, 3 or 4. I think it shouldn't be any more than like 3 or 4, like max. I don't care if raids vary between the amount. Gold River said Theamine has to be 4 gates, but he also mentioned Belshazzar was a mistake. 6 was too much. Yeah, obviously. Vaulton was 2 gates. People enjoyed Vaulton. Vikings was 3, but statistics show it was significantly more difficult than Vaulton or Cackle. I mean, I don't see how it could be harder than Clown, but it's what it is, I guess. Remove first gate of Triangle? I mean... either way, I don't think it really matters, but sure. It doesn't... I don't know. Go for it, I guess. I don't know. Gold River feels that in general, raids should be a mix of 2, 3, or 4 gates, never more than 4. Yeah, this is fine. I agree with that. Not always just a specific amount of gates. Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be a specific amount either. He referenced Onyxia from World of Warcraft, how it's just a single gate and a single boss fight. Yeah, I mean, Onyxia, you literally walked in and you just fucking fought Onyxia. I don't even think there was any trash, if I recall. It's just Onyxia. You walk in and she's chilling. But I think it would be cool if they just did that too. To sum it up, that's probably the direction they're going with. After Theamine, they'll think of raids as either 2, 3, or 4 gates, and also even entertain the idea of single boss gate encounter. They won't make Belshazzar a mistake again. Very good. They want to mix it up. Also very good. A point that I missed, by doing raids with lower gate counts, it may also require less resources, which can help speed up development. Fair enough. Regarding equalized content, Hell Guardians will be unequalized because nobody's playing them. Issue of having to stop DPS in a raid, Gold Meteor in Gate 6, a con extra gate. Yeah, this shit is just bad design. Having to stop DPS is not ever the play. But it's good to see that they realize that it's fucking bad design. About Challenge Guardian, Challenge Abyss weekly content, they've been considering just nuking it out of existence. About 37-38% of players are actively doing it. Yeah, I mean, I do Challenge Guardians every week because I want the Leap Stones, and it doesn't take that long, especially for how many Leap Stones you get. But I've stopped doing my Challenge Abyss because, 1, I hate doing it. 2, I'm done with LOS 30, and I'm done with Lost Wind Cliff 30. I could still get it for, like, Galater cards and stuff, but I just don't care. I hate the content. It's not fun or engaging. And then the amount of gold I would get typically from doing the Challenge Abyss, even if a selector dropped, isn't worth it to me to run it. Because 9 times out of 10, most people are not going to bid it up as high as it really should be. So, I don't know. I just don't do Challenge Abyss anymore. I fucking hate it. It'd be cool if they got rid of it, but replaced with something not shit. Mainly citing these contents are considered uninteresting for new players and homework for existing players, and not being attractive content for new players is worse seeing the card gatekeep, because a lot of new Makoka players aren't doing one of the contents earning cards. Yeah, that is true. You do get a significant amount of cards from doing Challenge Abyss as well. Like, not even just legendary cards, but like those card packs that you can specifically select. That is a big source of cards. August 2nd, Extreme Vaultin, question mark? Think of Hell Vaultin, but non-equalized. If you're already a Hell Enjoyer, it's going to be easy. If you're not a Hell Enjoyer, it'll probably fuck you up. 1580 and 1620 scaling, it will have rewards. I mean, I just think this is super fucking lazy and lame, but we'll see, I guess. It really wants to remove some of the existing gates from raids, like Gate 1 Kyangal, or removing some gates from Belshaza. Just getting rid of them and relocating their rewards into other gates. Yeah, fucking front load the rewards some more. Juice up 1-2 so I get more shit from 1-2. In order to enjoy in-game content, he feels new players have to learn so many mechanics from so many raids that they have to progress through, which is very burdensome in the new player experience, like studying for an exam 20 different raids with however many mechanics. I think this is the big problem that stands in the way of new players getting catch up where existing players are now. Yeah, and this is only a problem in Lost Ark is because older content doesn't become obsolete. You still have to do it. I'm not really sure how you would fix that, but I don't know. Cited that a Reha Abyssal Dungeon was good content that most players managed to get through just fine. Yeah, I don't know. Talk to a bunch of people with fucking Albion stars, man. Or even the Maguro Captain, brother. Christ, I hate that boss. Cited, on the other hand, Argos didn't do as well as in terms of player retention. I think Argos was fine. It's just his basic patterns were too fucking annoying. I think his actual mechanics were pretty cool. Just thinking about the earlier times of Lost Ark Season 2 before Legion raids and alt started piling up when the game's content didn't feel like homework. He wants to return to that time. I don't know. Didn't play it. Wasn't out in the West, brother. Mentioned there were some really good recent QLL improvements, Ocean Liner improvements, example, that the 3 leaders added and they can aim. Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody has complained about the QLL stuff. Something more battle item improvements. Yeah. More time to address the issue regarding the 6-character gold reward lockout. Let it cook. Gold inflation. It's not possible to lift the gold limit. Some people recommending 18 raids as roster shared instead of 3 for 6. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying a couple weeks ago in one of these videos. This is from Saint. Unsurprisingly, a lot of stuff is still cooking. There's a few confirmations on the stream of stuff they will do, and a few confirmations of stuff they definitely won't do. If they keep doing these live streams and keep updating on stuff like this is a good thing. YouTube chat asking about increasing the max roster level from 300. Yo, if they increase it from 300 before I get to 300, that'll be kind of gas, because then I won't lose any roster experience, you know what I'm saying? Some people in chat ask, shit-talking Gold River, doesn't seem to mind. They haven't discussed about the roster thing at all internally, which is kind of surprising. He's asking chat if he scheduled the live stream too soon. He said from now on, all event feasts will be implemented the way they just did in the latest update. Basically, no RNG on event food anymore. You get to pick if the event food is speed or defense. Number of character slots is max is 24, but the amount of classes is going to exceed this. He's assuming it will be increased with Soul Eater. Cool. Someone asked about skins for transformation classes. They talked about this in a previous LOAON, but all he could say is they're working on these types of skins. Alright. Badass. I want to fucking see my Shadowhunter in a fucking sick-ass skin. But this is just talking about some Chinese drama about a crow and Annika. I don't know. People are upset about shit for weird reasons. Overall, though, I think there's a lot of good information here, I do agree. And I think, depending on what they act upon, I mean, it's all good to hear lip service and whatever, but I'm just kind of waiting to see what actually happens. But I think it's much more positive to your mental to not just doom and gloom everything instantly all the time. And I mean, this is funny coming from me, because any of like my friends or people who like are close to me know I'm like a pessimistic doomer sag boy. But for some reason, when it comes to like YouTube stuff and like the game stuff, for some reason I seem like the complete opposite, and I'm the one telling people to maybe chill out and everything's okay, question mark. I don't know. I've been rambling on for about 20 minutes or so, so I think I'll let you guys go. But thank you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the LOAON follow-up stream and sort of the changes that they've proposed. In any case, thank you guys. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. Thank you to my members. Consider becoming a member, support the channel, etc. Bye.